So now the last video. So when Kissa Gautami, she moved from one neighbor to another neighbor and requested everyone to help her, to bring back, to give her medicine so that she can get her son back. But then this was impossible, so all the neighbors, though they want to help her, though they were feeling bad for her, but then they found difficult to help her. And then they were worried, seeing her condition, they were worried. So one man suggested her to go to Gautam Buddha and ask help. So she went to Gautam Buddha and requested Gautam Buddha to give medicine. Seeing her sorrowful condition, Gautam Buddha decided to help her, and he said, okay, I will help you, but now the first thing is you go and bring some mustard seed. He said, I want a handful of mustard seed. And when the girl in her joy promised to procure it means obtain it, Buddha added, the mustard seed must be taken from a house where no one has lost a child, husband, parent, or a friend. So Kissa Gautami, poor Kissa Gautami, she thought that this is easy. So she went from house to house and she requested everyone that please give me some mustard seed. So all the people, they were ready to help her, ready to give her. But when she asked, did a son, a daughter, or a father or mother, anybody died in your family? They answered, yes. Yes, the dead are many. There are dead. The tragedy occurred in our house. And so they all said, okay, we are ready to give you mustard seed, but don't remind us that deepest grief. Okay? You will not find a single house where there is no grief. There was no house, but some. Every house, there are tragedies, there are pain, there are suffering. Okay? So Kissa Gautami became very means tired and hopeless, means with no hope now. And she sat down at the wayside, means roadside, at the side of the road, and watching the light of the city. You can see the light here shown in the picture. And then as they flickered up and were extinguished again. So the light was that gone, little became light, fade, and then again it came with the full power. Okay, so she found that the light was, the whole city was in the light. Okay, but then they flickered, the light was flickered up and were extinguished again. Okay, at last the darkness of the night reigned everywhere. So light was coming, then going, there was darkness, then again light. So it went the total darkness, again that new light. So like that she found that this is something which is continuous. Life is like that. It is darkness, then again light, then again darkness, again light. Okay, so she understood. She understood the main idea of life. She understood that how life is also light. So light will be there when there is darkness. If there is no darkness, there is no light. This point was very clear to her, seeing that light, and she realized, she understand that everywhere, everyone at some point or the other had experienced the death of his loved one. Okay? And Gautam Buddha helped her to understand all this. And he told her to bring that mustard seed, but then when she didn't find mustard seed for any house, she became aware of the fact that death is something which is common to all human beings. This is something which happened to everyone, and everyone have to adjust, understand, accept this sorrow, this grief. Okay? So at last the darkness of the night reigned everywhere, and she considered the fate of man, that their lives flicker up and are extinguished again. So light is coming, going, that shows the life. The death is going, death is there, then light, then again life, then again death. So in this. So she realized that she was watching that light, and she understood that light is keep going on and then off, then on, then off, like that. Life is also like this. Life is also, we are getting life, then we have to face death, then again we will get life, again we have to face death. So it's always like this. And she thought to herself, and then she realized, how selfish am I in my grief. Death is common to all, yet in this valley of desolation, means unhappiness, there is a path that leads him to immortality, the ability to live forever, who has surrendered all selfishness. And then she realized, she understood that why, in search of that life, in want of that life, she changed into a selfish person. She realized that she changed into a selfish person because she is demanding, she is requesting everyone to help her, to bring that, to help or to bring that son back, which is, the death is something natural. It's compulsory that everyone is going to die in the life. Okay, and in search of that life for son, she changed into a selfish woman. So this awareness, this understanding she got. Okay, and so she was little angry with herself when she said that, how selfish am I in my grief. I should understand that this is something which is common to everyone. Okay, and then when we understand this reality of life, that is the path only which will take us to immortality. Means immortality means the ability to live forever. Okay, and who has surrendered all selfish, and this immortality, the ability to live life, when our life will be eternal, when we will leave all our selfishness, when we will accept the life the way it is. Okay, so then only we will move, we can walk on the path of immortality. For there is not any means by which those that have been born can avoid dying. After reaching old age, there is death, and of such a nature are living beings. And then she realized that once when we got life, we have to accept life like this, because in life, when we live life, there we have to go through, we have to pass all the stages of life. Okay, and then after reaching old age, definitely there is what will be the next step, what will be the next stage, the death, which is natural. Okay, both young and adult, both those who are fools and who are wise, all fall into the power of death, all are subject to death. As ripe fruits are early in danger of falling, so mortal when born are always in danger of death. So as when the fruit is ripe, the good food, when the food is ready, it is always ready to fall. Like that, when we got the life, we are mortal. it is definite that we are bound to die. Okay? As all earthen vessels made by the potter end in being broken, so is the life of mortal. As the potter is making the pot, all the pots, one day definitely all the pots are going to break. In the same way, the life of mortal, whether that person is young, old, whether he is foolish or he is a wise person, everyone, all are subject to death. So, of those who overcome by death depart from life, a father cannot save his son, nor kinsman their relationship. So, of those who overcome by death depart from life, those who leave the thought of death, okay, who overcome by death depart from life, who is there, who is ready, who is going to face death. Nobody, a father cannot save his son, or the relatives cannot save the relationship. Okay? So, all while relatives are looking on and lamenting deeply, one by one mortal are carried off, like an ox that is led to the slaughter. So the world is afflicted with death and decay. Therefore, the wise do not grieve, knowing the term of the death. What is the meaning? That when we find the slaughterhouse, right? In the slaughterhouse, what is the destiny of animal to the slaughterhouse? When the animal are in the slaughterhouse, they are going to be killed. They will die. Okay? So in the same way, once we got the life, father cannot save, relatives cannot save, nothing can save us. Okay? All people are crying, they are expressing their sorrow, but then this is going to happen. The world is afflicted. World is afflicted with death and decay. So only those who understand this reality, who accept this reality, they do not lament, they do not feel that much sadness, they do not grieve. Okay, because they accept this reality that if there is life, there will be death. Okay, so mark while relatives are looking on and lamenting, lamenting means expressing passionate grief deeply, one by one, mortal are carried off like an ox that is led to slaughter. So though people are crying, sad, weeping, okay, but then it will bring more when if you cry, if you uh, express, if you weep, you cry, you are very sad and sorrowful, this will add more and more sorrow to your pain, because you will be always in the pain. What is the solution of this? To accept this reality and to understand this reality. Then only you will be composed, you will obtain peace of mind, and you will be free from sorrow, and you will feel blessed. Okay? So not from weeping nor from grieving will anyone obtain peace of mind. On the contrary, his pain will be greater and his body will suffer. So if anyone feel very sad and always cry, and then feel that because of crying you will get some peace of mind, then it is not possible. On the contrary, when we accept this reality, then only we will have peace of mind, will be free from sorrow. Okay, so here the last part of your chapter, that he who has drawn out the arrow and has become composed will obtain peace of mind. He who has overcome all sorrow will become free from sorrow and be blessed. Okay, so here Gautam Buddha says that if you accept this truth of life, this reality of life, and if you depart yourself, if you separate yourself from that sorrow, okay, then only you will get freedom from that sorrow. Then only you will find very calm and composed life, and you can overcome that grief. Okay, so those who are wise, they never complain, they never lament, they never continuously, they never they are not in pain. They accept the truth and they feel blessed. They feel that this is the will of God and they accept this thing. And the wisdom lies in the fact that people should not get distressed with pain, suffering, and death. If you understand this, then only you will feel blessed, you can live your life. Okay, so here, what is the message of Gautam Buddha? That in the modern time, people have lot to explore and they move with the world at the same pace. If people don't understand the reality of life, they will be under stress, and that will affect their physical, mental, and their life. So, what is the message? That people should understand that everyone who is born will have to die one day. There is no use being sad or crying over the loss continuously. Okay, people should remain calm and composed in all the situation, and they should accept this truth, and they must move on in their life. Then only they will have peace of mind. They will be blessed. Okay, so with this, this chapter is over. So we understood that the first sermon given by Gautam Buddha, what is the message of Gautam Buddha? That we must accept the bitter truth of life, that if there is life, there is death also, and nobody will escape from death. One day, everyone will die. So we have to be very composed and calm, and we should live our life the way it is, and we must accept the will of God. Okay, so with this, this chapter over. I hope you understood. If there is any problem, you can please ask me. Okay, thank you so much. Have a nice day.